Hello, dear learners. I heartily welcome you all in the sixth lecture of this series on renewable energy sources. In the last lecture, that is fifth lecture, we address some of the questions like how to measure solar radiations, the name of different instruments or devices used to measure solar radiations. Today we will discuss one another important topic, that is solar energy storage. In the third lecture of this series, we understood the advantages and limitations of solar energy, in which one main limitation is storage of energy. Solar energy or storage methods of solar energy or methods of storage. Energy storage choices for large scale facilities. Why we have to store energy? There are many reasons. Some of them are: demand of energy is large in night as compared to daytime. Therefore, we have to store the energy in the daytime and utilize that energy in night. The another possibility is availability of solar energy at particular place. In some places, the solar intensity, at some places the intensity of solar radiation is quite high as compared to another place. Therefore, at that place we have to store the energy and utilize somewhere else. The third possibility may be when it is excess of the requirement of an application and make it available when solar energy is absent. And the last possibility is large amount of energy is stored in small volume. Depending upon the above mentioned possibilities, we have to store the energy. Energy storage method is used to collect the energy generated by the solar conversion systems, thermal or photovoltaic, in order to use it later on demand. Solar energy can be stored in different forms such as thermal, electrical, chemical or mechanical energy form. We will discuss each one by one. First, we will discuss thermal storage method. Thermal storage method is basically classified by the way of heat is stored. That is, thermal storage method is classified into two types, that is sensible heat storage method and latent heat storage method, on the basis of the way of heat is stored. As sensible heat storage method, heat is stored in liquid or in solid, whereas latent heat storage method, heat is stored in the form of melts and freeze. In this type of storage method, liquid or solid absorbing material are used to store thermal energy. We will discuss each one in detail. In insulated container, the red one, which is the insulated container, liquid or solid is used as a storage system. Liquid or solid is used as a liquid storage system, such as water, oil, molten salt or other, acts as a medium for absorbing heat, which is stored in this insulated container in the form of liquid or solid. Heat energy is stored by heating or cooling a liquid or solid. Sensible heat storage means on heating liquid or solid, there should be no phase change. The amount of energy stored depends on the temperature difference of the material used. It operates over a range of temperature. Sensible heat storage system with liquid is used with liquid heaters, and sensible heat storage system with solid is used with air heaters. In this particular diagram, energy from solar collector is coming from this way. Heat that material or cool that material which is present within this insulated container, and whenever it requires, it goes to the load. In the latent heat storage method, it have an advantages such as it provides high energy density, it stores energy at constant temperature. In this type of storage, energy is stored in material when it melts and recover it when material freezes. So in this type of method, phase change material is used as a storage system. This system operates at the temperature at which phase change of material takes place. As the name suggests, the material changes its phase with temperature or pressure. Here, the amount of energy stored depends on the mass and the latent heat of fusion of the material. Latent heat storage system is used with air heaters. For example, we know a material which exists in all three forms, that is solid, liquid or gaseous form, and that is none other than the water. In the next slide, we will distinguish between sensible heat storage method and latent heat storage method. Sensible heat storage method, phase change material is not used, where in latent heat storage method, phase change material is used. Sensible storage method, it operates over a range of temperature, whereas latent, it operates at the temperature at which phase change of material takes place. The amount of energy stored depends on the temperature difference of the material used, whereas in latent heat, the amount of energy depends upon the mass and latent heat of fusion of the material. It depends on heating and cooling cycle. It depends on melting and freezing cycle. So this is the main difference between latent and sensible heat storage method. Now we will turn to our next energy form, that is electrical storage method. In electrical storage method, solar energy is converted into electrical energy. Then electrical energy will be stored in electric batteries. A battery is an electrochemical device that stores chemical energy in internal components and release energy as electricity, which is generated through electrochemical reactions. Batteries are reversible, that is, can be charged and discharged, and the parameters of these processes are regulated to avoid damage by overcharging or over discharging. Battery life is expressed in number of charge-discharge cycles. There are different types of electric batteries which can be used. Nowadays, lead acid batteries are generally used. Other battery examples are lithium ion batteries, zinc bromide flow charge batteries, vanadium redox flow batteries, etc. The next storage method is thermochemical storage method. Thermochemical storage method. As compared to sensible and latent heat storage method, thermochemical storage method yield considerable higher percentage of storage capacity without thermal losses during storage period. These types of storage system used in medium or high temperature applications only. That is, thermochemical storage method are used in medium or high temperature applications only. In this system, certain endothermic chemical reaction can take place due to solar energy. In this, the product produced or the generated product in this reaction is stored. Whenever energy is required, then the reverse exothermic reaction is made to take place from the previous product. The example of this includes pair of materials such as silica gel water, magnesium sulfate water, lithium bromide water, lithium chloride water. These are the examples of thermochemical storage methods. The last one is the other methods, that is other storage method. Solar energy collected by solar collector can be used for the production of hydrogen gas by electrolysis of water. The water split into hydrogen and oxygen. This hydrogen gas can be stored in pressure vessel in liquid form, that is in cryogenic container. This liquid form of hydrogen provides large amount of energy per unit volume and used as a fuel. One of highly efficient device converting hydrogen back to electricity is H2/O2 fuel cell, which has zero carbon emission during operation. We will study this topic in somewhat detail. In upcoming lectures. Storage of solar energy can be done in the form of compressed air. How this is happen? Let us look at the electrical energy produced by a solar system is used to run compressor to compress large amount of air and store it in underground chamber. Later on, when energy is needed, the air is decompressed and is supplied to a turbine to generate electricity. Compressed air energy system promise high efficiencies, although this technology is not yet widely implemented. So in this particular topic we have discussed different types of storage method, that is thermal storage method, electrical storage method, thermochemical storage method and other storage method. Out of this one, thermal storage method is again classified into two ways, that is sensible storage method and latent storage method. In sensible storage method, phase change material is not used. I will again repeat, phase change material is not used in sensible, whereas in latent storage method phase change material is used. So each one have a different advantages and drawbacks. This is not included in our syllabus. So we will take a rest today, and in the next topic we will meet with another important one from the renewable source energy source